Hi, Graham. This is Justin Reed with Beachcliff Technologies Web Design. Thanks so much for requesting a free video review of your website. I usually like to start these things out with Google, and basically what we're going to do is just talk about a couple high-level things, some important things that would impact the results you're getting from your website online. So this is not an exhaustive list, but these are some of the most important things that we came across when looking at your website. So I'll go ahead and start just by typing in your company name, Ellison Technologies, and we'll see how your Google search result looks. This is great. On the right, looks like you have a Google My Business listing with some good reviews. That's awesome. I don't think you've got your Facebook linked here, but that's okay. That can be easily fixed. Your description of your homepage, I'm not sure if this is intentional or not, but it looks like your meta description is the way that Google views your website is being automatically filled out by Google and not by you. This is usually a good area to have some good marketing copy so people know what your company's about and to make them want to click on your website to get more information, a request for quote, make a purchase, call you, etc. So that could definitely be improved, and that's just a little bit of SEO work to make that happen. But we'll go ahead and click on your website. And the first thing I like to know when I go to a website is, am I in the right place? So I see you've got your logo here at the top, Ellison Technologies. That's good so people who are familiar with your brand know they're in the right place. But if I'm a customer and I'm not familiar with your brand, I'm not actually sure what you do, honestly. I know I clicked through your website a little bit, so I do have some good background at this point, but most of your information is under About Us. I see there's parts and service, but I mean, so do cars and other industries as well. So really, it's important for people to know that they're in the right industry, in the right place. I really thought that your copy and About Us, about being a provider in advanced machining solutions in North America, etc., that information probably really belongs on your homepage somewhere. Maybe it's distilled a little bit so people know they're in the right place. It adds credibility. You guys obviously did a good job of writing that About Us page. So that's the first thing I look at is, do I know I'm in the right place? And then the second thing I look at is, what am I supposed to do? So as a first-time visitor of your website, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of menus, a lot of sub-menus, and I think I can do a lot of different stuff here, but I really don't know from your perspective what you want me to do. Do you want me to request a quote? Do you want me to buy a product? Do you want me to sign up for your newsletter? That's a great call to action as well, but there's really not like a clear-cut path for me as a visitor to your website to what you want me to do. So that's something I would definitely look at addressing. Beyond that, there's from a design perspective, this is a little bit of an older design. You can just tell from the rounded corners. It's just not parallax. It doesn't have like scrolling videos or anything like that. And I can show you some examples of what those things look like. As far as the speed, your website loaded really fast. That's great. You also have HTTPS. That's great as well. But I think your design it's a little older, it's a few years old probably, and could use some tweaking as well. The other thing I like to look at when doing these reviews is to see if your website is responsive. So if I go ahead and shrink your screen down, it doesn't automatically resize, and so I went ahead and figured out that, okay, you actually do have a mobile version of your website. I can actually on here say, I can look at you on like an iPhone 6 and refresh your page, and actually I noticed it takes me to an Ellison Technologies. So that's cool that you have a mobile version of your website. Actually, I like this better on the mobile version because it's more clear in what I can do and what I should be clicking on. So this is a lot better. But this is being on an domain and not your main website. It's not responsive. It's not actually shrinking down to different screen sizes. So from Google's perspective, you're actually getting ranked on your mobile version of your website and not on the desktop version of your website. So there's when Google looks to find out who's linking to you, they take into consideration versus www versus nothing. So that's important to get that resolved as well, just to kind of get everything into one responsive website with a clean new design. And we can definitely help with that. We see a lot of companies kind of in the exact same situation as you, where this was the way to go a few years ago, but Google is, they're changing all the time. and their algorithms are preferring mobile websites. They actually rank mobile websites ahead of desktop websites nowadays, and that's another area that I would definitely approach. Feel free to contact me, and I can give you some more specific information and actions that you can take with regard to getting this cleaned up. A lot of it's pretty basic stuff, but of course, a redesign to being mobile responsive is going to give you the largest benefit, both in Google organic listings, as well as being able to give customers a clear call to action of what to do on your website. Thanks so much for your time this morning, Graham. Take care and have a great day.